Okay, so we just launched the Justin Rhodes, is it Chickshaw or Chickshaw? I don't know, whatever it is, we just launched it. We are going small scale here with our system. We have 3 steers, 4 acres, and how many chickens is in there? 30 chickens. So I was really burnt out. And because I just launched the pasture rotation with the sheep, and I was kind of like, I was not being very nice. And Ruth realized what it was, and she said, "Grace, I am your farm partner." She said, "Joel Salatin says that you can't go into this without a partner because you will get tired and burnt out." And she says, "I am gonna be that for you." So what is right behind me is the Justin Rhodes Chickshaw with a few modifications. Number 1, we bisected the upper lid, meaning that instead of coming up entirely, we created a lid to where they come up individually. This creates a much easier in and out when we are loading chickens or when we have to empty the nesting boxes or collect eggs. That is alteration number 1. Number 2 thing that was not a good idea was we went ahead and tried to use bicycle wheels. We went against the instructions and used bicycle wheels. And I'm gonna tell you guys, don't use bicycle wheels. Probably by the first or second move, we realized that the bicycle wheels were breaking down. And we went ahead and bought replacement wheels according to the instructions provided on the blueprint. The purpose of this in our overall farming scheme, I will expound upon in greater detail in a future video. But as a general summary, I'm gonna say that this is a portable facility for housing about 30 chickens. And these chickens will move behind our cows and our sheep to provide pasture sanitization and nitrogen fertilization. Pasture sanitization element of it is, as a brief explanation, we are creating a series of dead-end hosts for parasites. The cows are a dead-end host for sheep parasites, and the chickens are a dead-end host for cow parasites. So when you combine these 3 animals on pasture in succession, it creates a healthier and cleaner grazing area for your overall system. So I think we made the Justin Rhodes Chickshaw better by creating that bisected lid. A word to the wise, invest in the good wheels. It actually held us back from moving this particular Chickshaw to a new pasture because we had to wait on the new wheels. So make the investment and get a good set of wheels up front. Another thing is this was relatively expensive to construct, and we are working on a somewhat cheaper version that will do the same thing, that will house the same number of chickens, and hopefully be a little bit less expensive to construct. So also be on the lookout for that. This Chickshaw houses about 30 chickens comfortably. 40 could be easily done in here as well. They sleep in here at night for protection from predators. We will latch the door, and there are about 5 nesting boxes in the back for them to lay eggs in. And also there is a completely open flooring system, meaning that when they drop their manure at night, it just goes straight onto the pasture, continuing that fertilization process. I'm going to touch on the chickens in our overall grazing plan and how we rotational graze our 30 chickens here in a future video, but a quick thing I want to mention is that chickens, depending on where they're at in their life cycle, produce about 1/3 of a pound of manure every day. This means that from these 30 alone, we are getting 10 pounds per day of manure. Over the course of 1 year, that will distribute around 3,000 pounds of chicken litter across our pasture. But why is it important that this chicken manure is distributed across our pasture? Well, chicken manure is extremely high in nitrogen, and nitrogen is one of the essential elements that grasses need to convert sunlight into new growth. So, nitrogen fertilization is a pretty big part of our pasture management plan. Now I don't have to go buy anything to drag my pasture. Chickens are doing it for me. I've been waiting for months to see this moment. Tell me about what there is. 7 essential enzymes?
7 essential enzymes in cow patties that chickens need for digestion.
Wow.
It's good stuff. It's what they were made to do. Just think back in old times.
Well, like the prairie chickens, you know?
Yeah. Birds and buffalo.
Birds and buffalo.